Hello out there. Well, maybe some of you have wondered why I'm called an old goat, why my channel is called Old 64 Goat. Well, there's a reason why I'm called an old goat, and it's not by my choosing. Well, this is a video perhaps I probably should have made maybe several years back. A lot of you may be wondering why I named my channel Old 64 Goat. Well, first of all, I was 64 years old when I started my YouTube channel in 2007, and Old Goat was quite fitting for me, and it's not my choosing. I've been called an old goat by my first cousin, I would say 18, maybe 20 years ago, even before that. And there's a story behind that as to why I'm an old goat. And the simple fact is that I'm somebody that don't like to do new things and have changes. I do things that, well, I don't like changes. I don't like the modern way of things being done most of the time. I'm basically just an old fart, and I've been called that by my cousin and other people. So in the beginning, I didn't really like it. It hurt my feelings. But you know what? I kind of like rolled with the punches, so to speak, and it's really not all that bad being called an old goat or an old fart or anything. It has its advantages, I guess. A good example of being an old fart is, first of all, I don't like dancing. When I met my wife, she liked to dance and I didn't, and I always felt, and she got mad at me for saying this, that people that jump around and dance make fools of themselves. And to this day, she holds that against me. Of course, we're both older now, and with arthritis and everything, it's impossible to do any of these things. But I never really liked to dance and jump around, and I just don't do those things, So I just don't like it, We used to go to, when I first met my wife, we used to go out to clubs. We didn't drink, but we like to go and listen to the country bands and so forth. I'd like to sit and listen to the band and listen to the music. I don't like to get up there and go, I don't need to be doing that. I mean, I'm an old fart. I just don't do those things. Yeah, so I always like to go and listen to the bands and stuff like that. I'm a spectator and not a demonstrator of my abilities not to be able to dance, such as this. Ow! No, I just don't do those things because I'm an old fart, and old farts don't do that. I like to go into a restaurant or a coffee shop, and I don't like to listen to all this crap rap and hip-hop garbage and even today's so-called, modern music, if you call it that. I'm not overly crazy for classical, but I can tolerate that. I like easy listening music or good country music or 50s and 60s rock and roll. Again, I like to listen to it and not jump around and dance. But whatever's playing, I like to be able to listen to it without being distracted. When you're trying to enjoy a cup of coffee, to have the music level down so that you can enjoy your reading the paper or just relaxing and having a cup of coffee. This goes back quite a few years. Whenever we used to go to a fair or a carnival or something in my younger days, I never wanted to go on the rides or anything, mainly because I get sick on a lot of the rides. I still do to this day. The only rides I'll go on is the merry-go-round on the Ferris wheel. My cousins would say, "Hey, you're an old fart. You're an old goat. Come on, have some fun, do something, My wife would go on those rides, but I won't do that sort of thing. And forget about roller coasters. I won't get within 100 feet of one. So all these things add up. You know, this guy doesn't want to do anything. You know, all he wants to do is just be an old fart, an old goat. So I figured, well, you know, like I say in the beginning, I didn't like that, but you know, I kind of rolled with it, and I said, you know what? I am an old goat, and why not name my channel Old Goat? And at that time, I was 64 years old, so therefore, it's Old 64 Goat. And so right now, it's something I don't mind at all. So this kind of like gives you a quick rundown of why I am called an old goat and why I am an old goat. So for all you old goats out there that may enjoy this video, well, that's great. I'm glad. For you would-be goats, as you grow older and you become old goats like myself, well, you know, you could follow in my footsteps, or you could perhaps live more modern. Myself, I'd rather just live in the old times. So there's nothing wrong with being an old goat and living in the old times. So thank you very much for watching this little video clip here. I hope you enjoyed it. And whatever it is you do, as I've said before, if you like it, do it again. If you don't do it. But whatever you do, don't name it after me. Thank you very much.